Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. Hands off to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running down and go quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Across midfield. At the 30. Inside the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Just trucks the man. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
But this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
On third down, he drops to throw, and they heave it deep downfield. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that.
Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of it, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Missouri. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick-6 last time out here. Toss play to the outside. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receivers' willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Keeping it on the ground here. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 36.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Jaguars with first and 10 here. Now here's the toss play. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And the Jaguars will look to convert here on fourth down. The linebacker shifting around now. And the quarterback's going to sneak it.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Same tailback, another carry. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the back now goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Defense not pressing this time. The back's got to run the pitch. Running through the tackle. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars looking to run some tempo here. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. Going the other way. Can they catch him? That's a potential game changer. The pick and the big return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. But that's good coverage there. The Jaguars offense back on the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Jaguars pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. They'll test the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. And the Jaguars come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The backs got it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Receiver makes the catch. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
After a long drive, it's a third down. Is it a touchdown or a field goal? This is a 4-point play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back has it on a screen now. Touchdown, South Alabama. This quarterback on fire today. That kind of execution in the long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play of the drive, to come out throwing. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Missouri.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pass rush closing in. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Moving past the 25. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And the Jaguars have first and 10 here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
There's a screen pass to the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Defense loading up in DBs here, wanting to prevent the deep pass play. Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. And take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Ball carrier finding open space. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 10 now. Touchdown Tigers. There was a foot race and he won it. Oh, just a brilliant game for this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, he needs you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
The Jaguars will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
It's fourth down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking to pass here. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
This is not how you draw it up as an offense coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Getting set. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can...
Touchdown, Missouri. And this one is getting ugly. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Jaguars offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Jaguars come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Handoff here from the shotgun. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Important second down play coming up. Handoff heading left. They stop him, but it's a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the Jaguars will line up on 1st and 10.
Gaucho. Jackrabbit. Tuna. Logger. Ready.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The pickup is 6. Makes it 3rd down and 4. No huddle now for the offense. Third down play here out of the shotgun. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Well, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover two, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field.
Let's go.
Going with the old counter run here.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
That gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Clear. Clear.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Got it.
Missouri now operating in the red zone.
Hey.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Tigers. And the route is on.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. No chance to catch him.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go to that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Off target and incomplete.
And great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Hand off to the single back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Incompletion makes it second down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. The receiver's got it on a jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So 4th down and 12. The offense is on the field to go for it. Quick throw to the right, looking for the first down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the stick.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, South Alabama.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, the onside kick is recovered, and the gamble pays off.
Wow, the kicker deserves a lot of credit here. He placed the ball perfectly. All you have to do is keep the ball inbounds and then hope for a favorable bounce. Here, they got a real favorable bounce.
The South Alabama offense back on the field now. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can he keep it going here? Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. 7 defensive backs on the field in preparation for this passing down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Receiver brought down after a short catch and catch. The Jaguars will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. No huddle here for the offense.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and
he's got room looking for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
What have they got cooked up with his 2-point conversion attempt?
325.
From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, that one's picked off. At midfield, past the 40, past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Gets past the tackler into open space now. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Missouri. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to make a play here. And they've got the returner corralled. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Send the back in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back grabs it on a screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense.
Gorilla.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Touchdown Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. The Jaguars offense back on the field now. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Pitch play to the back. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute and the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.